So we're still a little ways away, but I believe filming is set to begin on The Mandalorian Season 3 relatively soon. So they went out and got someone that has a lot of experience in the realm of sci-fi, but better yet, has experience being both a man and experience with a DeLorean.
Hate you. I hate that joke.
It's so good and you know it.
Oh man.
It's the only I worry though that the reason we've cast Christopher Lloyd in Mandalorian season 3 is solely for that joke and that joke alone of like, Mando, where we're going, we don't need hyperdrives. Like, or like maybe he doesn't have a clue, or Who Framed Boba Fett? I don't know. I'm running out of Christopher Lloyd movies here. Baby Yoda's Super Babies,
No.
Baby Yoda's 2.
No, you're done. Get out of here. Oh
Yes,
my
I made a
gosh.
Super Babies joke in 2022.
No, I don't hate on Super Babies. That is a special place in my heart.
The
for some
second
stupid
one, though,
reason. Yeah. But okay. So what's crazy to me is like my first thought was like, wait, so is Doc gonna show up? Because that creates some interesting questions of like, wait, so does Earth like exist? But like, with all that being said, Christopher Lloyd's a fantastic actor, and he's going to be a great addition to Mandalorian. And I don't see how that could go any other way.
do you see him? Do you see him as a good guy or a bad guy on this show?
Oh, because I can totally like see him being like a moth or something like that of the. But at the same time, I kind of want to like. I don't know, like this is our opportunity to tell new stories. So like maybe let's not drag the Empire into yet another season. Um, but I don't know. Like it could be fun if he was a bad guy. Maybe so one of the things about that the Book of Boba Fett did that I both I loved because it gave of the all the scenes that it gave us, hated in concept of story, in that baby Yoda is now back with Mandalorian, and that kind of makes the first two seasons feel pointless in some ways. So I'm interested to see how going forward they will be like, all right, cool. This is why Baby Yoda's decision was a good thing. This is why. This is how it will affect Mando, and like all. I'm excited. The thing I'm nervous about is when he shows up in his new ship, albeit super cool. Um, in season 3, I'm just concerned for anybody that skipped Book of Boba Fett, because then they're going to be like, "Wait, what? Where'd he get this new ship? What is this?" You know what I mean? So I am nervous that while I understand why it was tied in, um, Mando being so heavily involved in the back end of Book of Boba Fett can definitely cause some issues. I don't want all these shows to be like required. I don't want this to turn into the Marvel universe. I shouldn't feel like I have to watch 20 movies to watch one. Like that doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're now in the age of cinematic universes, so probably.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Um, I kind of hope Christopher Lloyd is like one of the last remnants, or is trying to help rebuild the Old Republic, because maybe he was there like during the prequel era, because he's old enough to have been there.
Yeah.
I thought maybe, but the actor that played the original character is still alive, so they probably want to just go with him. Be like, ooh, what if he played Chancellor Valorum, the guy that Palpatine took his spot? But Terrence Stamp, who originally played him in Phantom Menace, is still alive, so they probably would have just gotten Terrence Stamp to come back. But I think that would be fascinating, of see the guy that was supposedly really, really good at his job that got voted out of power to see the rise of Palpatine, like someone that sat on the sidelines. I think maybe if he was not the Jedi Council, the Senate, they're the same thing. If he was on the Senate at the time of the rise of Palpatine, maybe, or we've already got we got Werner Herzog in the first season. I would like to see the baby. Maybe
Mm.
he's another scientist like the client. Maybe he's another one of those older guys that was there in the prequel era that was like, there's this like magical blood. It's like midi-chlorians, because say what you want, guys, midi-chlorians are never going away. They will come back into
Ooh.
canon. No, wait, they already are re-canon, didn't they? Was it either Mandalorian or Rise of Skywalker that they talked about midi-chlorians? Because that was always the plan, guys. I know it sucks, but midi-chlorians are here to stay, unfortunately.
What if, so we're talking about characters that were around the fall of the Republic, right? What if, and he doesn't even have to be on the council, on the Jedi Council or anything like that. What if he's playing a surviving Jedi that was like on one of the missions that basically is a liaison between the Senate and the Council to kind of keep tabs on the Senate, right? So he sees how like the Jedi were so like far removed from what their purpose was that they kind of got lost in all their traditions and stuff like that. And so you get we have him introduce and try to train Baby Yoda in a more of a Grey Jedi sort of way, introducing Grey Jedis to the live action canon.
That ain't gonna happen.
So just
For some reason,
not in like
for some
not
reason,
in the order, but like,
for some reason, mainline canon Star Wars does not like to acknowledge Grey Jedi, and I don't understand why. I know people are like,
'cause it's
Rey
so-
ended up being a Grey Jedi. Did she, though?
no, she didn't. Get out
Here's
of
my
here.
counterpoint that I'm just having a thought on the fly. We know at some point that Mando's going to have to go to Mandalore to bathe in the waters to cleanse himself of his supposed sins and their traditions. I would kind of really dig it if Christopher Lloyd is a Mandalorian elder, like
Ooh,
that
yeah.
saw the fall of Mandalore and has saw generations. Maybe he like is the guardian of the waters, so to speak, and he's like the only one safeguarding the entire planet. Kind of like somewhat, but kind of like the knight at the end of Last Crusade, the one that's just like, you chose
Yeah.
poorly. What if he's like the guardian of the Mandalorian pool type of thing?
I'm down with that. I think any way, like shape or form, I think we just want him to. The thing that I'm nervous about whenever we have this kind of talk about, we need a character to kind of like that's like tells us the past and kind of shows us the faults of it so we can move on into the future, blah blah blah. The thing that makes me nervous about that is I don't want Christopher Lloyd to come into the Star Wars universe just to be an exposition machine, which so far Dave Filoni's done good about not doing that kind of sort of thing, but at the same time it is a danger that I think they'll have to address.